This is Dick, WB2JPQ. I'm with Vicky, K8VKY. And Jeff is in here somewhere. Doing a home delivery order, K0GKF. Buying an energy early in the morning. Great question. We've been talking about this for the last half an hour in the Zoom room. Your celebrity crush growing up. Memory Lane Friday. Who was your celebrity crush growing up? We got all kinds of answers in the Zoom room all over the board. But that's our question. A couple of quick announcements. It's Youth Net night at 8 o'clock. Please come join the Youth Net team and support our youth at 8 o'clock. The M1KE peer discussion last night was very well attended, a lot of great information, and I see this morning looking at my emails, 10 or 12 people joined the groups I.O., so it's getting very popular. So if you got an M1KE, or about getting one, you have to join the group and come in with Gil on the 4th Thursday of the month. Wow, we got a whole list of text check-ins this morning. I think Scott's going to do our text check-ins. I'm going to go right with mobiles. Let's get these mobiles to work, play, or school this morning. So call signs twice if you're a mobile. Mobile twice. Once again, this is Dick, WB2JPQ, and it's 47 degrees here in Western New York.
Kilo Zulu 4, Juliet, November. That is Kilo Zulu 4, Juliet, November, mobile.
Kilo Foxtrot 8, Echo Quebec Foxtrot, in and out.
KJ5, MLZ, Kilo Juliet 5, Mike Lima Zulu, mobile.
BHL mobile. WB8 BHL mobile.
Kilo 7 Whiskey Zulu Lima. Kilo 7 Whiskey Zulu Lima.
A4 MMX mobile.
November Juliet 1 Sarah stroke mobile. Eric in Burlington. Check-in only, please. In and out. And it's 55 degrees Fahrenheit in Vermont.
EAS. KO4 EAS.
Kilo Juliet 4, Quebec Yankee Foxtrot, KJ4 QIF, Miami, 80 degrees. Mobile.
All right, let me grab it here, guys and gals, for a minute. Good morning to Harry, KJ4QYF. Haven't heard you for a while. Leonard, KO4 EAS. Eric from Tober and Vermont, KJ1S was in and out. Good morning to you. KA5GSS. MX. KK7WZL. Hey, my Orlando, Florida, WB8BHL. Good morning. Robert from Allen Park, KE8EQF, was in and out as well. K5MLZ is going to start us out. KZ4JN. Good morning to all of our mobiles. Come back and do one more call for mobiles through this list. And if you're on the text line, Scott will get with you after we do. I know we didn't recognize the people on the text line. We feel that takes too much time, and we want to get these mobiles in here in the morning. So, KZ4JN, good morning once again. Who was your celebrity crush growing up? Good morning.
Good
Good morning, Dick. It is 75 degrees here in north central Florida. I would say that my celebrity crush was an artist called Carola, C-A-R-O-L-A. She was a Swedish version of Tiffany. You may have heard of her here locally, but so that name was Carola. I hope everyone has a great day and an even better weekend. It is finally Friday. This is Kilo Zulu 4, Juliet November, sending it back to you, Dick.
Have a good weekend. It goes without saying that these are long answers. Poor Vicky's got to put all these answers in. She's going to be sharing the second cup with me today, not sharing the this segment. It's a lot of get these in. Try to keep them as short as you can. Yesterday we had long answers and we were down about 40 seconds, so give everybody opportunity to get in here. KJ5MD, good morning.
KJ5MLZ, good morning, Dick, Vicky, the crew. Man, I'm gonna go with I don't know her real name, but I'm Wonder Woman. Whoever played Wonder Woman. KJ5 MLZ, hope everyone ever.
Tell me it's Linda Carter. It's Linda Carter. Thank you for having fun with us this morning. Good morning, Ed, WB8BHL from Orlando.
Good morning, Dick and Vicky and everybody on the net. Yeah, it's 78 down here in Orlando. I can't believe you're that cold up there. But anyway, Joey Heatherton probably for me. Back to you, Dick, WB8BHL.
Heatherton? Yep, we got it. I didn't get it, but Miss Goodear's got it. K4MMX.
Well, Lindsay Wagner, she played the Bionic Woman. K4MMX back to net.
The Bionic Woman. K5GSS. Good morning, Shane. I gotta tell you, your audio is super low. I think he's got low here in the box and notes, and she's right, it is super low. So you might want to look at it. I think I remember that from yesterday morning as well. Margate, Florida, KO4ES.
Good morning, everybody. I would have to say Brooke Shields. You have a great day. KO4EAS.
Shields it is. KJ4QYF, good morning.
Good morning. I'm a little bit far away from the repeat. I hope you hear me. My celebrity, what I call was JFK. This is KJ4QIF mobile. Back to net control.
Any other mobiles? Any other mobiles this morning?
409, Kilo,
Charlie, Kilo,
Hotel.
Kilo, Echo 2, Charlie, Kilo, mobile.
And 2 set PM.
You, Alan, and I got KE2 CCK. And we got a station at NH. The NH, please. It's always.
Foxtrot 4, Oscar November Hotel.
from Gainesville. KE2 CCK. Good morning, Matthew.
Hey, good morning, Dick. Good morning, everybody on the net. Oh, geez, what a question he came up there. I don't know. Let's go with Daisy Duke and the Dukes of Hazzard. Anyways, everybody have a wonderful day. Enjoy the weekend. 73 from KE2 CCK. Back to net.
KF4ONH.
Good morning, you and everybody out there. This is Paul. KF4ONH, Gainesville, Florida. I didn't have a crush on any of the celebrities over the years.
For that, you probably paid attention and got ahead in school. Probably what happened. Thanks, Paul. Alan in Kendall, New York, N2ZVN.
Dick, everyone on the net this morning, put me down for clear. Everyone have a great day. Hope to see you at the end. Back to net.
Hey, Daddy, again, Alan, you're noisy. One more time.
Okay, try it one more time. You're a brick near the airport. Hello, clear.
We got. Right. Had to squeeze that one out. Thanks. Boy, what a nice list of mobiles this morning.
All right, let me go ahead and we have a couple of mobile text. Let me go through the text messages that we got. So far, we have Al in Britain, we have Pete in Enmity, Elmer in Allen Park, we have Tim in Columbia, South Carolina, Charles in Belmont, North Carolina, Mike in Sebring, Florida, Jose in the Bronx, Duck in Lake City, Michael in Richmond, Greg in Quarryville, Richard in Sumter, South Carolina, Dan in Sterling Heights, Michael in Farmington Hills, Kenneth in the Villages, Chuck in Newcastle, Bill in Woodstock, Jason in Eugene, Dave in Ypsilanti, Charles in Syracuse, Mark in Plymouth, Wayne in Belmore, Carrie in Motherwell, Scotland, Joe in Claremont, Florida, Zachary in St. Cloud, Florida, Paul in Lake Worth, Ed in Loxahatchee, Bob in Jupiter, Florida, Mark in Elma, Larry in Maricopa, Florida, and let's start off the text list with Roy in Blasville, New York. AA8, BYU. Good morning, Roy. How are you today? And who was your celebrity crush growing up? Over to you.
Oh, good morning, everybody on the brew. KA8 BYU. I'm doing pretty good, hanging in there. So are the kids. And I'm going to go way back to the 60s. If anybody remembers somebody who did, like, It's My Party, Maybe I Know, somebody named Leslie Gore. That's the Wayback Machine for this morning. Back to you.
Right. Roy, we've got you down in the Wayback Machine with Leslie Gore. Thanks for checking in this morning, and let's go to Larry in Maricopa, Arizona, KM7CGI. Good morning, Larry.
Everybody, I'm going to go Juliet Roberts. Used to have KM7CGI.
Alright. Got you down with Julia Roberts. She dropped out there for a second, but we got you. Mark in Elma, New York, KE2EDS, a team member here. Good morning, Mark.
Scott, Dick, and Vicky, and the rest of the crew. Mine was Farrah Fawcett. Have a great day, great weekend. Hope to see you tonight, KE2.
Yes, Farrah Fawcett. Thanks for checking in, Mark, and let's go to Randall in Brownstown Township, Michigan. KUFM. Good morning, Randall. All right, let's try Randall one more time. K8UFM. Good morning, Randall.
Good morning, Scott. Good morning, Dick. Good morning, Vicky. And good morning to the rest of the brew crew. That would be Winona Ryder. Winona Ryder. With that said, back to net control. This is K8UFM. Everyone have an outstanding Friday and even a better weekend.
All right, Randall, we've got you down with Winona Ryder. Let's move on down to the Florida crew there and start with Lou in Lake Worth, Florida. KA4 EPS. Good morning, Lou.
Morning, Scott. Watching you in the Zoom room, looking good. So I actually was going to say Susan Day from the Partridge Family, but then I remember I really had a good crush on Sally Fields, also known in Smoking the Bandit. So she's my favorite. So back to you, Scott. Thanks for taking in that KA4 EPS Lake Worth.
Right, Lou, we've got you down with Sally Fields. All right, thanks for checking in. Let's go to Bob in Florida, KA4RAK. Good morning, Bob.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone. I would say Paulina Korzakova. She was a model. Everybody has a great day and a great weekend. KA4RAK.
All right, okay, we've got you down with Paulina Korsakova. Yeah, that's a good one. It makes it a little hard on Vicky there logging. Let's go to Ed in Loxahatchee, Florida, for POI. Good morning, Ed.
Vicky and the brew. Mine would be Christy Brinkley. K4POI, back to the net.
Oh yes, Christy Brinkley from the Vacation movie. That's where I remember her from mostly. All right, let's move on down to Paul in Lake Worth, Florida, KG4GQ. Good morning, Paul. And who was your celebrity crush growing up?
Good morning, Dick, and good morning to the brew crew. I would have to say it was Heather Locklear. Would have been my favorite out of all of them. There were so many of them, but Heather Locklear would probably take the top for me. This is KG4GQ in Palm Springs, Florida.
All right, Paul, we've got you down with Heather Locklear. Thanks for checking in this morning, and let's go to Joe in Deerfield Beach, N3 SQR. What you say there, matey? Let's try Joe one more time. N3 SQR. Oh, let's try Zachary in St. Cloud, Florida, KI6KQO. Good morning, Zachary.
Good morning to you, Scott, and everyone on the brew crew here. I would have to say for me it was Stevie Nicks. Everyone have a great weekend. Back to you, Scott, KI6KQO.
right, Zachary, she's still out there singing, too. All right, thanks for checking in, and we've got you down. Joe in Claremont, Florida, KM4, WZD. Good morning, Joe.
Well, hey, good morning, Scott. Good morning to the crew. I hate to start the weekend with a non-answer, but I'm just not coming up with anybody. I guess I just didn't have a crush back, and then I guess, had enough options back in the day. Anyhow, everybody take care. Have a great weekend. 7-3. KM4 WZD. Back to net.
All right, Joe, we've got you down. None. Let's go over across the pond to Carrie in Motherwell, Scotland, GM5CAR. Good afternoon, Carrie. How are you today?
Good morning, everyone on the Brew Crew. And, yeah, we're very well. The heat wave has ended. We're down now at about 62, 63 degrees Fahrenheit, and it's a little bit windy this morning. And that's it. Definitely was Jason, Donovan, and the whole neighbours thing. Totally obsessed. Anyway, everybody have a fantastic day and a great weekend, and hopefully catch you on 23.
All right, Carrie, glad it's cooling down for you over there, and we've got you down with Jason Donovan. Thanks for checking in this morning. Let's go to Charlie in Sun City, Florida, NA2B. Good morning, Charlie.
Hi, good morning from Birdie and I in Tampa Bay, 78 this morning. Finally got a little rain again yesterday. Cool things off a bit. Response to the question, I think I'd have to say, Ellie Mae from the Hillbillies, HI. Thanks for what you do, NA2B, back to that.
All right, well, happy birthday, and we've got you down with Ellie Mae Clampett. Thanks for checking in. I can't remember her name off the top of my head. Wayne in Belmore, New York, KC2 in JV. Good morning, Wayne.
Good morning, Jeff, KC2NJV. Ellie Mae was down, by the way. I'm going to pick Raquel Welch. Have a great day.
Yes, that's right. Donna Douglas with Ellie Mae. Thanks for checking in this morning, and we've got you down with Raquel Welch. Thanks for checking in. Mark in Plymouth, Minnesota, N0 CKV. Good morning, Mark.
Morning, Scott, Vicky, Dick, the rest of the Brew Crew, everybody else on the net. I don't know if everybody is picking female crushes. Mine was, I was in a band and we played a lot of their songs. Everybody have a great third twin. I keep getting the days mixed up. Everybody have a great Friday and a great weekend. And 0CKV, back to net.
All right, Mark, we've got you down with the Beatles. Thanks for checking in this morning, and let's go to Charles in Syracuse, New York, KD2YUY. Good morning, Charles.
Morning, sir. Good morning, Vicky, and I feel sorry for Vicky having to get all these answers in. Catherine Bach. She played Daisy Duke. That's my answer. 73 all back to net control, KD2YUY.
All right, thanks for checking in this morning, and let's go to Dave in Ypsilanti, Michigan, WB8 ODF. Good morning, Dave.
Good morning, everybody. I'm going to have to go with a none. I can't remember having a crush on any one celebrity. So we'll bunch them all together and say none. WB8 ODS.
All right, right, Dave, we've got you down with none. And let's go over to Oregon and see if Jason is out there. KD9 MG. Good morning, Jason.
This is KD9. I'm going to have to go with none. I was a little too busy with my video games and whatnot to pay attention to the sled. So, back to net. This is KD9 MGW.
All right, Jason, we've got you down with none. And let's go to Bill in Woodstock, Georgia, KI4EGQ. Good morning, Bill.
Good morning to all the brew crewers. It's kind of a partly cloudy day in Woodstock. I suppose my childhood crush would have been, ended up being, I just have to say, the entire Star Trek, iterations. And, happened to run into one of the cast members a couple of years ago, and he said, well, my goodness, Captain Riker. And, he saw me looking at him, and we had a pleasant conversation, and, it was a almost good experience, but, I wasn't drooling, like some sort of fan person, but anyway, it was kind of cool. Have a great weekend. Yeah, for you.
All right, Bill, yeah, that does sound pretty cool. Thanks for checking in, and let's move again to Castle, W3, CPE. Good morning, Chuck.
Good morning, Scott, Dick, Vicky, everybody on the brew there. Put me down for Jacqueline Smith of the Charlie Angels. And with that, have a great day and weekend. W3 CVE.
All right, we've got you down with Jacqueline Smith from the Charlie's Angels. Thanks for checking in. Let's move to Kenneth in the Villages, Florida, AB4 KT. Good morning, Kenneth.
From the Villages, AB4KT. I had probably had a crush on everybody that's been mentioned, or whichever one I was looking at the time. But if I had to narrow it down, I would probably say, Farrah Fawcett, yes.
All right, Kenneth, we've got you down with Farrah Fawcett. Thanks for checking in this morning, and let's move to Michael, KF8 EBV. Good morning, Michael. Try Michael one more time. KF8 EBV. Good morning, Michael.
Farrah Fawcett, KF8 EBV.
All right, Michael, we've got you down with Farrah Fawcett. Let's move to Dan in Sterling Heights, Michigan, WA8 PGB.
Good morning, everybody on the brew. Put me down for Patty Boyd. That way I have something in common with George Harrison and Eric Clapton. Back to you, WA8PTV.
All right, Dan, we've got you down with Patty Boyd. Thanks for checking in this morning, and let's by Richard in Sumter, South Carolina, N4 RSM. Good morning, Richard.
Morning to everyone on the brew crew. I would have to say Joni Mitchell or
All right, Richard, thanks for checking in this morning, and let's try Greg in Quarryville, Pennsylvania, K3EYR.
Good morning, Scott, Vicky, everybody on the Brew Crew this morning. This is KB3EYO, and you can put me down for Catherine Bach. Great weekend. Back to Nickel.
Let's move on to Michael, Richmond, Virginia. Nice to meet you. Last time, Mike, W4HOO. Good morning.
Morning. My 13-year-old self, don't write this down, was Elizabeth Montgomery, who was Samantha on Bewitched. But a few years later, was in love with Susan Day. Partridge, the keyboard player, on the Partridge Family. Back to net control.
Thank you. Good morning to Doug, Lake City, Florida, KK4DUK. KK4DUK. Are you with us from Lake City, Florida? Let's move on to Jose in Bronx, New York, KE2AJO.
Good morning, and thank you, Dick, Jeff, and Vicky for the morning brew. Good morning to everybody on the band. Safe travels and happy Friday. Hopefully everybody has a great day at work. My answer is going to be Pamela Anderson. 73 long. Have a great weekend. K2AJO.
Anderson it is. Mike in Sebring, Florida. Good morning.
Good morning, Dick, Vicky, everybody else in the Zimmerman knows on the Brew Crew this morning. I'm going to go with Anderson on Baywatch. Here's C.J. Parker. Thank you for picking me up this morning. KB2UDB, back to net.
Thanks, Mike. We got W2RBC via the text line. Good morning to Randy. We got Angelo, KJ5LJJ, text line. And 4SQR, W5DBS, KBAC, good morning, Al, KB2DY. We got Elmer, KB5NJU, and Tim from Columbia, South Carolina, KEFY. We're going to take radio check-ins. Radio check-ins, anybody, anywhere. Twice and slowly this morning, this is Dick, WB2JPQ.
Whiskey 5 Lima, C7, Whiskey 5 Papa Lima, mobile.
KC7, FBN, short of time, mobile. KQ4, Kilo, Quebec, 4, Victor, Sierra, November, in and out.
Whiskey Bravo 5 India Tango Tango WB5IGT. J5MEL KJ5MEL. W4 November N1 NDN.
Low India Kilo 4 Delta India Yankee.
K4 GDS, K4 GDS mobile.
Kilo Charlie 3 Lima Alpha Victor. Kilo Charlie 3 Lima Alpha Victor.
Alpha. Charlie 1 Hotel Victor. Kilo Charlie Hotel Golf Victor. Delta Niner Yankee. KD9
YXX, in and out.
Victor Alpha Yankee Bravo Sierra. Victor Alpha 3 Yankee Bravo Sierra.
Whiskey 4 Fox Mike X-Ray. W4 FMX, in and out.
W8 RJD, W8 RJD, mobile.
Victor, Kilo Tango Juliet, VA3, K.
Kilo Romeo 4, Hotel Bravo, Quebec, in and out. KR4 HPQ, in and out.
Kilo Delta 6, Delta India, Quebec, KD6 DIQ, in and out.
Let me train wreck. Hey, Vicky. We got Todd, KD6DIQ, in and out. Good morning to Neil, KR4HBQ. Jedzik, going to stick with us. We'll get back to you in a minute. Ryan, W8RJD is Mobile, Rochester Hills, Michigan. We'll be back with you in a minute. We got Mark, W4FMX. Bill from Dunnville, Ontario is here. Going to like KBYXX. We have that correct. From Monday, Florida. Linda, good morning. Looks like you're new to the net. You were in and out this morning. Thank you for being here. We got Sam, Union, Ohio, joined us. KC1HDV, Charles. Don, K1 or KI4H. Mike, KC3LAB. And Gil, K4GD Mobile. Gene from Homosassa, KK4DIY. Don, W4PPX. Jose, KJ5MEL. As I scroll up and look. I guess we're up to, where am I? I'm gonna get these mobiles. There might keep this one blank. What's going on here this morning? Let me go to James in Spring. You've been waiting, and we've been waiting to hear your answer. W5PL. Good morning, James. Once again, for everybody, who was your celebrity crush growing up? WB2JPQ. Good morning, James.
Well, good morning, Dick and Vicky. Thank y'all for running that this morning. And good morning, Brew Crew. This is Whiskey 5 Papa Lima Mobile. James in Spring. Mobile into Spring for physical therapy. I got to go get my knee worked on this morning, so we're going to go do that. And then work a little later. It's kind of an overcast, ugly day out there. But what y'all really want to know is who my celebrity crush was. So let's get to that. Pamela Anderson in Baywatch I thought she was just the cutest thing when I was younger, and now that I'm older, I realize she's kind of a nasty person, but that's okay. Anyways, I'll say 7-3, hand it back to net. Everybody have a blessed day. Stay safe out there. This is Whiskey 5 Papa Lima Mobile. We'll be monitoring.
I had you somewhere on the beach anyway, James. How about Rob in Boca Raton, KC7FBN?
Well, good morning, Net Control and the whole group. Nice to be here with you. My favorite celebrity was Aaron Gray. I was pretty young, and I tell you, I could have watched her forever. Anyway, I digress. Y'all have a good day, good weekend. KC7FBN.
All right, Rob, not familiar with that one, but quite an education here this morning. Bill, W8WHK. What's it going to be?
It's good morning. Beautiful morning. 72 degrees. Say, well, this is a preteen. When I was a preteen, I had a crush on Annette Funicello of the Mickey Mouse Club. Annette Funicello. And that's all I have right now. This is W8WH Connect Controller. Everybody have a great weekend. 7-3.
My pick, Bill. We're dating ourselves. That was my pick, and that's Funicello from the club there. Good morning to WB5ITT.
Good morning, Dick, and the rest of the Morning Brew, TGIF. So many of them back in the days. And that definitely was one of the first. Debbie Gibson, and of course Linda Carter. Too many to name. Hope everybody has a good Friday. We'll see you on the second cup. WB5ITT.
Chris, I'm sorry here. On my screen, forgot about Gil. I just went back down to see Gil and Sam. Sam, N3MP. You guys are mobile. Good morning, Sam.
Good day, mate. My gosh, unlike the rest of you, Annette Funicello, Elizabeth Montgomery, all those 1960s shows. Well, I guess I did have the hearts for Kathy Carver on Family Affairs. I wrote to her. I don't know. I guess I don't know, 11 or 12 years old, and she sent me an 8x10 black and white, and she signed it and all this stuff, and I was so impressed. And I contacted her, a couple of years ago, some kind of a thing, and following around, but I don't know, her head is kind of like swelled up through the years, and things, I don't know, of course everybody changes with age, including myself, and I don't know, but there's a nice days, just fantasizing over all these different female movie stars and stuff, and TV sitcom shows. Anyway, back to that control, I enjoyed it, and then East Pflugerville, Texas.
Name, Sam. Give us the name.
Kathy Garver, and she was in Family Affair. Kathy Garver.
Garver. We got it. Thank you, sir. Going on to Gil. Sorry, Gil. I down here and lost you. K4 GDS.
It's okay, Vic. I've been forgotten by others too, and good morning, Vicky. Mark, K2, EDS, and I are going to have to connect here for a double date, because I'm a couple years younger than him, so I'm going to go with Cheryl Ladd, who played Farrah Fawcett's sister on Charlie's Angels. K4, GDS, back to net.
Okay. Thanks, Gil. We had a little fun with this morning, and we're moving along pretty well. Thanks to everybody for and keeping your answers short. Hudson Falls, New York. Good morning, Bernie. N1NDN.
Good morning, Dick. The rest of the Brew Crew. Queensbury, New York this morning. And I would have to pick Catherine Bach from the Dukes of Hazzard. But it's fun that we're all surprised to come up with Mae West or Marilyn Monroe yet, given the average age of this hobby. Back to Nick. Good morning.
A good one, Bernie. Let's go to Ryan in Rochester Hills, Michigan, W8RJD. Good morning.
Good morning to the rest of the Brew Crew. So as a child in the 1980s and 90s from America's Forgotten Generation X, pick is Alyssa Milano from Who's the Boss fame. Everybody have a great weekend. Enjoy TGIF W8RJD, sending it back to net control.
There, Jose, J5MEL.
Good morning. I'll have to go with Linda Carter. Beautiful lady. Have a great day and a better weekend. God bless you all. Thank you for running the net. KJ5MEL. Jose.
Let's go to Fort Lauderdale, Hollywood, Florida. Good morning, Don, W4PPS. PPX, good morning, Don. Down in and out, how's that? How about Homestead of Florida, KK4DIY?
Good morning. This is KK4DIY, Gene in Homosassa. And I'm going to say Lonnie Anderson on the WKRP Cincinnati TV show. Thank you very much.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Good morning to Mike, KC3LA.
Victor, a fine good morning to you and everyone on the net this morning. It's a beautiful day here in Lancaster County. This is Casey Township, Lancaster County, and we are partial to Peggy Lipton from the Mod Squad. Pretty hot. KC3LAV, back to net.
Thank you, Mike. Memphis, Tennessee. Good morning, Donald. KI4HTA.
With KI4HTA, y'all have a good weekend.
Let's move on to Charles, KCHGZ. Good morning, Charles.
Good morning, Net Control and the Brew Crew. I'm going to have to go with good old Shannon Tweed from back in the day. Yeah, I'll pass it back to Net Control and say 7-3 to everybody.
Tweed it is. In Ohio, WN9SAM. Sam, are you with us? Let's go to Bill, Dunville, Ontario, Canada, VH3YBS. Good morning, Bill.
Good morning, Dick, and everybody on the net this morning. I'm going to go with Barbara Eden from I Dream of Jeannie, the TV series. Yeah. VA3YBS, back to you, Dick. Thanks for doing that.
Barbara Eden. A lot of fun here this morning. A lot of out of memory. Good morning, Mark. W4FMX. Still with us, W4FM. Game one and done. Vicky, we'll go to Jenzik, VA3KTJ. Good morning. KTJ, I know many times you're in and out. We didn't hear the in and out with the doubles this morning. Jenzik, are you still? I guess we'll mark him in and out. That was a good run. Let me go work some of these text check-ins. Let's go up to Tim, Columbia, South Carolina, KQ4EFY. Good morning, Tim.
I'm in Columbia, South Carolina, and I guess I'm going to have to say Dawn Wells, who played Mary Ann on Skeleton's Island, back to net control.
All right, Tim, thank you for that. We're down with Don Wells. Let's go to Elmer in Allen Park, Michigan. Good morning, Elmer. Hi, Elmer, one more time. KB5NJU. All right, well, we'll mark on as an in out there and go to Eat in Amityville, New York, KB2DY.
KB2DY. Portable 2. Good morning, all. I'm going to say Diane Lane. Once again, Diane Lane. Good morning to all. 73.
All right, Peach, we've got you down with Diane Wang. Thank you for checking in, and let's go on to my Tuesday partner in Britain, Michigan, Al, K8BAC. Good morning, Al.
Hey, good morning, Scott, Dick, Vicky, the Brew Crew, KBAC here. I thought it was kind of a funny question, but the first time I really thought about a celebrity crush would have been Pamela Hensley. Everyone was always fawning over Aaron Gray, trying to get a penchant for bad girls. Who knew? Everybody have a great day. Back to you, KBAC.
Al, we've got you down with Pamela Hensley. Thanks for checking in this morning, and let's go to David in Houston, Texas, W5DBS. Good morning, David.
Big Texas howdy to everybody. And for a beautiful young singer, guitar player, Sergio Mendez, when he was first starting out. Her name was Wanda DeSa. She was gorgeous with that gorgeous voice. Yeah, I thought you'd be able to see her picture, but they can't. Enjoy it, guys. Thank you for being there. This is W5DBS, back to the net.
All right, David, we've got you down there, and you're a little scratchy coming into the repeater there. Let's go to Joe in Deerfield Beach, in 3, SQR. Good morning, Joe.
I tried to check in earlier. It didn't work out so well. Tried to check in earlier, but it didn't work out so well, so we'll try it again. So put me down for the best two-legged dolphin I ever saw was Kathy Ireland. So I don't know, I'm having a lot of problems down here today. So have a great day, everybody. Good weekend. N3 SQR, back to net control.
All right, Joe, we've got you down with Kathy Ireland. Thanks for checking in, and let's go to Greg in Purvis, KJ5LJJ. Good morning, Greg.
I'm going to say Pam Grill. Once again, Pam Grill. Back to you, Nick Control.
Right, Greg, we've got you down with Pam Greer. Thanks for checking in, and let's go down to Angelo in New Orleans, Louisiana, in 5, UXT. Good morning, Angelo.
Good morning to you and everybody on the Morning Brew. My answer is going to be Barbary, back to net control.
Oh, yes. Of Genie. Thanks for checking in, and let's go to team member Randy in West Seneca, New York, W2 RBC. Good morning, Randy.
Good morning, Scott, Dick, Vicky, and everyone on the Morning Brew. If I had to pick one celebrity, it would have been Karen Allen from Starman. Back to net control, W2 RBC.
Randy, we've got you down with Karen Allen, I think is what you said. Let me read through a list of text check-ins that we just got here. We have KQ8U Bob, we have Mike, N8HLM, we have Bill, KI5PMI, Chuck, K4RGN, KK4DUK Duck, we have Robert, KJ4ZFM, and Michael in Hampstead, N3VTV. Let's go ahead and take some radio check-ins now. If you'd like to check in, just need your call sign twice and slowly. Call now.
November 7, Juliet Charlie Oscar. November 7, Juliet Charlie Oscar.
Kilo Delta 8, Juliet Kilo Kilo. Kilo Delta 8, Juliet Kilo Kilo.
Whiskey Delta 8, Papa India Charlie. Whiskey Delta 8, Papa India Charlie. Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Romeo Foxtrot. Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Romeo Foxtrot. Mobile.
4CK. November 3, Mike Delta Charlie. That's November 3, Mike Delta Charlie. 08, Papa Lima Victor. KB8 PLV, Chris.
Bob and Kilo, KJ Barb, RFW,
Delta
Mobile
X-Ray Bravo, Kilo Juliet 5, Delta X-Ray Bravo.
2, Echo Mike, W2EM.
All right, we'll go with this right here. Morning morning, everyone. This is Jeff. I'm located in Omaha, Nebraska. Hope everybody has a good weekend coming up for the Friday edition. It's Fun Button Friday. And let's go with this list right here. Excuse me. W2EM, Chuck. KJ5, DXB, Frank. We had another KJ5 station above Frank there. Can you clarify your call sign for us?
Juliet 5, India Mike Whiskey, KJ5, MW, in and out.
Alrighty, Robert, we got you. You have a good weekend, sir. Thanks for stopping by. We also by the text line picked up Gary and John. We got you on the list. KB8PLV, Chris, 3MDC, Michael, KR4CKC, Bill, VA3CRF, Vern, your mobile. Be one of the first up. Hang tight. W8D8PIC, Bob, KD8JKK, Frank, N7JCO, Jeffrey. I'm not sure if these calls were called up on the text check-ins. I'll just KQ8U, Bob, N8HLN, Mike, KI5PMI, Bill, your mobile possibly. We'll go to you first. KR4 or K4RGN, Chuck, KK4DUK, Duck, KJ4ZFM, Robert, and at the top of the list is N3VGB, Michael. Let's do the mobiles first. Let's go to Bill, KI5PMI, and Hobbs. So, question of the day is, who was your celebrity crush growing up? Good morning.
Good morning, Jeff, everybody on the brew. Celebrity crush was Catherine Bach off the Dukes of Hazzard. Hope everybody has a great day. KI5PMI. Thanks, Ned.
The Daisy Dukes. Bill, have a good morning. Vern, heading up to VA3, CRF. Well, it looks like good morning.
Good morning, Jeff and Vicky and everybody on the net. Thanks for picking me up. Yep, out for a walk. Temperature is 50 degrees as I stepped out, but full sunlight. Looks like it's going to be a beautiful day. Celebrity crush would be Olivia Newton-John, long before she appeared in Grease with John Travolta. And a bunch of folks have mentioned Farrah Fawcett. And every time I can think of that iconic poster, I didn't have a copy, but a lot of my friends. And I would like to know who was Vicky's celebrity crush. Thanks for doing it, Jeff. Hope everyone has a good day and a nice weekend. VA3 CRF.
Good choice, Vern. Olivia Newton-John. Vicky just said in the Zoom room, and she said it beforehand too. She said she didn't have one. She didn't have a crush. So we've got some people that have said that too. Happy morning, sir. Let's go. Looks like we took care of the mobiles. Top of the list, Michael. Good morning. N3VG. Michael, you still with us? N3VGB. We'll put in 3VGB as an in and out. Don't forget, everybody, coming up at the top of the next hour. It's Friday, so second cup with Dick and Vicky. So keep your repeaters connected if you can. Keep those nodes connected at the next hour. And say good morning to Dick and Vicky. Let's go to Robert in Deltona, Florida, KJ4 CFM.
I happen to be actually out rolling around in my little scooter this morning. KJ4ZFM, Deltona, Florida. My actual crush, my daughter was named her, and it was Erin Gray.
forget Erin Gray. And, as soon as my daughter was born, I said, you know what? That's my little Erin. Yep, I appreciate it. Everybody have a blessed day on the net. KJ4ZFM, Deltona, Florida.
That's pretty cool. Robert, have a good morning. Duck, DUK.
K4 DUK, Duck out of Lake City. First, let me apologize to the Morning Brew staff as well as amateur operators I had issues trying to transmit before. Apologies, I was on line 30, I believe. So sorry about that. Answer the question. My crush, or one of my crushes, was Bo Derek. She was a celebrity crush, Bo Derek. This is 4D. Turning it back over to net control 73s, everyone.
That was the movie 10, wasn't it? She had the braids in her hair. Yeah, or got the beads. The beads, yeah. Have a good one, Doug. Chuck in Raleigh, North Carolina, K4RGN. Good morning.
Good morning, Raleigh, North Carolina. The answer to the question is Duke, the Patty Duke show in the early 60s. Great question this morning. 73, everybody. K4RGN, back to net.
Remember Patty. Good choice, Chuck. Have a good morning. Mike, HLN.
Good morning, Jeff. Happy Friday. I guess my answer would be Barbara Eden from Jeannie. Everyone have a great weekend. And HLN.
Yep, good old G. Yep. Have a good one, Mike. Bob, of course, Michigan, KQ8U, push a fun button.
Morning, Jeff, Vicky, and Dick, all the rest of the crew. I, too, also had to pick Barbara Eden or Jeannie. It took a while to figure one out. This is what popped in my head. I'll see you on the second cup, KQ8U, back in that.
A twofer of Barbara Eden. Bob, have a good morning. We're to Jeffrey in Oregon, N7JCO.
Good morning, Jeff and the rest of the crew. I would have to say Christina Applegate from Married with Children. N7JCO, back to net.
Oh, yeah. Forgot about her. Good choice. Jeffrey, have a good morning. Frank in Ohio, KD8JKK.
Well, good morning, Net Control, the Brew Crew. I'd have to say, growing up in the 90s, my first celebrity crush was Kimberly, the Pink Ranger from... Anyway, everybody have a good day. Back to Net Control.
Power Rangers charge, or whatever they say. Have a good one, Frank. Bob in Sylvania, Ohio, WD8PIC.
Well, being totally blind, I really didn't have one. And just a fun little fact, I've got a wireless thermometer sensor on the north side of my house, but the sun comes up way in the northeast now. 103 in the sun before it, goes around and gets away as of the last, I just checked it. It's not, it's only in the upper 40s or low 50s, but I thought I'm having fun with that. And the same thing happens sometimes in the evenings. I've gotten up to, one time it was warm and I got up to 122
for the same reason in the evening. Back to net, WD8PIC.
Alrighty, Bob. Yeah, last 3 days I've been on this myself. Got a little bit too much. Gotta watch it. Sun lover, always have been. Have a good morning. Bill in the Villages, Florida. KRCKC.
To the brew. Wow, what a great question. 1964. I was 14 years old. I seen the movie A Shot in the Dark of Peter Sellers. And it was a blonde, Elkie Summer. God, was she hot. That was my crush. Always has been. Except for my current wife.
Alrighty, Bill. Yeah, I said before the net, I said I think we're going to get a lot of men in trouble with their wives this morning. Have a good one. Michael, and no 3 MDC, over to you.
That's an easy one for me there, Jeff. Jane Leavis, she played Daphne Moon on Reflector. I mean, that British accent always got me. Anytime when Fraser announced the show, she's like, brain. And that British accent always got me when she said that. So I'll be Leavis from when she played Daphne Moon on Fraser. Back to you, Jeff, in 3 and be safe.
Oh, yeah. I remember her. Yeah, on Frasier. That was a funny show. And I think they're still playing reruns of that. Have a good morning. Chris, Novi, Michigan. KB8PLV.
Morning, Brew Crew. You guys are hitting gold with all these nostalgia questions. Put me down for Christy McNichol because she always showed grit and confidence, and that was appealing. Everyone have a good week ahead. This is...
I forgot about all these women that you guys bring. Christy Nichols, yeah. That little short little thing. Yeah, she was a cutie. Have a good morning. Texas KJ5EXB.
Good morning, Jeff, Vicky, everybody in the Brew Crew. Put me down for Valerie Bertinelli. Thanks for the check-in. Have a great weekend, everybody. KJ5DXB. Back to you, Jeff.
And she married for a short time one of my favorite musicians back in the day, and he left us a few years ago, Edward Halen, and talented Van Halen family. Have a good morning. Chuck in Lancaster, New York, W2EM.
Good morning, Jeff, and the rest of the Brew Crew. Well, going way back, there's only one that I can really think of that my very first was from the Mickey Mouse Club, if you can remember back in those days. Yeah, she turned out to be a hottie as she grew up. Back to net, W2EM.
Yeah, those big, pretty eyes she had. That was Dick's choice, too. He was talking about that this morning, I believe, Annette Funicello. Have a good morning. John, Gary, Ray, Doug, and Tim got by the text line while we were doing those check-ins. So let's add to that. Right now, it's 14 minutes past the hour. Twice and slowly, please.
2 CJM, W2 CJM Mobile. 4 Victor, Alpha Juliet 4, Yankee Victor.
N2BH, N2BH.
KR4 MM, KR4 MM.
TCS Mobile. VE3 TCS Mobile.
Kilo Echo 8, Sierra Mike November, KE8 SMN. Good morning. In and out today.
Kilo Echo 6 Echo X-ray, Kilo Echo 6 Echo X-ray, in and out.
Zero. Out. In and out.
AR4 IHD, in and out. Kilo Bravo 4 India Hotel.
Okay, I'll grab it here. And we'll take care of these 4 IOs we just had. KR4 IHV. Looks like Chance. New station. No email from you. Check in more often. Check us out at East Coast Reflector.com. Get the email updated on QRZ. We'll get you a welcome letter too. We had an OGA station that was IO. Correct that for us real quick. You're 0 GA, something like that in your call. Okay, we're just going to move on since these are IOs. KE6 EXA and KE8 SMN Jeff. You 4 guys were IOs. Have yourself a great weekend. Stick around, I know you're big IOs, but you stick around the top of the next second cup. VE3 TCS, Tim, you're mobile. KR4 EMM, Vince, you're mobile. N2BH, Bill. WB1 DXN, Daryl. AJ4YV, Bob. W2 CJM, Charles, you're mobile, you're going to be first. VE3 TCS, Tim, your recheck, we got it. WA8 CLG, Doug. N3 DQD, Ray. N8 ZFH, Gary. N2 FYA, John. Let's do these mobiles first. W2 CJM, Charles in Selma, New York. Charles, the question of the day is, who is your celebrity crush growing up? Morning, Charles.
It would be Barbara Eden.
Good old Jeannie. Got you down for Barbara Eden. Charles, have a good one. Vince, our next mobile station, heading down to Fort Lauderdale. KR4 EMM.
Good morning. Either Barbara Eden or Sophia Loren. I'm going to go with Sophia Loren. This is KR4 EMM.
Alrighty, Vince. Have a great morning. Let's go to Tim, our next mobile station, heading up north to Canada. VE3 TCS. Good morning.
I gotta laugh every time you say up north. I'm south of Detroit. So anyhow, Sally Field, Flying Nun, and her sidekick Alejandro. Back to that.
Alrighty, sounds good. Okay, well, yeah, then I won't say up north anymore. I just see the Canada, and I just naturally say up north. A good one. That takes care of the mobiles. To the top of the list, let's go to... I see an answer. Oh, okay. Vicky just took it out. Didn't mess up. N2 FYA. John, good morning.
On the group, and mine would be Lonnie Anderson from WKRP. Back to net.
And what a great... They don't make them like that anymore. Have a good one, John.
Gary in Woodhaven, Michigan, NAZFH.
Morning, Jeff, me and the crew, and it might even be a preteen. Angela Cartwright, Lost in Space. NAZFH, back to net.
Good morning. It is 21 minutes past the hour. My name is Jeff, KE0GK, John Law, KEKY. Let's go to Ray, N3DQD.
Good morning, Jeff, and the rest of the crew in N3DQD here. Well, like Vicky and a few others, we had none. This is net. Back to you. This is N3DQD.
All righty, Ray. Sounds good. Hey, have a good weekend. Stick around for the second cup. Doug in Homosassa, WA8.
This is WA8CLT. Good morning, everybody. And when I first heard the question, the first was the wife of Roy Rogers. And I've been trying to come up with her name, and I can't come up with it. I'm sure somebody out there will come up with that for me. Everybody have a good weekend. Back to you, Jeff.
In the Zoom room, that might have been Dale Evans, maybe something like that. Maybe that sounds familiar to him. Dale Evans it is. Tim in Canada, VE3TCS.
Again, Jeff, that was a recheck, VE3TCS. Back to you.
Yep, we just realized I just said that, and they told me, sorry about that, didn't mean to call out twice, I just saw the recheck in there. Let's call Bob, our 100th check-in here. Bob, good morning. AJ4YV, how you doing?
Doing fantastic. A very good to the group. I am going to say Elizabeth Montgomery from Bewitched. I haven't heard anybody say Elizabeth Montgomery. She was a pretty hot witch, and that's hard to say. AJ4 Yankee Victor, back to the net. Good morning, everybody.
And we were talking about her before the net. Yeah, she was. I had a kind of a crush too. Have a good morning. Carol in Concord, New Hampshire, WB1DXN.
Morning, Vicky and Jeff and the rest of the Brew crew. Oh, there's so many of them out there, I don't recall real. I figured that I'm still trying to grow up, so I'm going to put down Vicky. So everybody have a safe weekend. I'll remember my mantra, look ahead, think ahead, plan ahead. Always expect the unexpected and have a way out. WB1DXN.
Okay, well now Vicky knows her secret admirer out there, Daryl. Have a good morning. Bill, Elmira, New York, one of my co-hosts, and the net maker. Bill, good morning, and to be.
Good morning, Jeff and the rest of the crew. Man, there were a few of them, but I'll go with Raquel Welch. Hope everybody has a great weekend, and to BH.
Yeah, she was higher up on my list, too. A good one, Bill. We'll talk to you next time. Let's move down the list. We got those ins and outs taken care of. We had Michael, Kenneth, Scott, Jim, Roger, and Anna all come in while we were taking those check-ins. Let's add to those, and then we'll get right to those text check-ins. But let's add to that with radio check-ins right now. Twice and slowly.
Echo 7, Mike Romeo, Alpha, Echo 7, Mike Romeo, Terry, Junction City, Oregon, AE7MR.
November Whiskey 3 United and W3U.
Kilo, Quebec 4, Oscar, Romeo Kilo, KQ4, ORK in the mobile.
November 2 Juliet Papa Delta. November 2 Juliet Papa Delta. Whiskey 4 Victor India Alpha, Gainesville, Florida.
Whiskey 4 Tango Foxtrot Oscar, mobile in and out.
Okay, I've got the reflector. Let's go with this right here. Look, just came in. Or no, not Dick. I'm sorry, Frank. KC2 JPQ. I always get you 2 minutes, Dick. I see those last 3. W4 TFO. Jason, you're mobile and in and out. Hey, thanks for stopping by and have a good weekend. We had a W4 station. Clear that up for us. W4 question mark.
I appreciate it. The Whiskey 4 Victor India Alpha, Robert, mobile in Gainesville, Florida.
All right, Robert, thanks for clearing that up. Got you down as mobile, so you're going to be up pretty quick. K2CMT just came in by text. Moving up the list, NPD, Dennis. KQ4ORK, Barry, you're mobile. You're going to be first. NW3U, David, and AE7MR, Philip. I called the names of all the text check-ins, so let's do these mobiles first. Barry in a pop cut. KQ4ORK, question of the day. Who is your celebrity crush growing up? Barry, good morning. Okay, you were a little bit noisy, Barry. You're on the fridge there, being. We got it. Gita Lola Brigida. Wow, that would be the first for her. Have a good one. Next mobile, Keystone Heights, Florida. Robert, W4 VIA. Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Only one I can figure out this morning. 73 and
And we got you down for Pamela. Robert takes care of the mobiles. Let's move to the top of the list. Michael, Jacksonville, Florida. W0 MGA, or WOMGA, I apologize. Michael, good morning. W0MGA, are you still with us? We'll put Michael down as an IO for now. He can check back in. Kenneth, good morning. W0
O-N.
Good morning to everybody. Good morning, everybody. This is Whiskey 0 November. I'm going to have to go with Dolly Parton from the Porter Wagner Show. I remember being a small kid watching that growing up in East Tennessee. So back to you at that. This is Whiskey 0 November.
They induct Dolly into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I found that kind of strange. I thought she was like a country artist. She made it to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Have a good morning, Scott, Memphis, Tennessee, AY, 4NB.
And Elvis barbecues. Oh, now Elvis for rock and roll, I could see. Hi. So let's, Elizabeth Taylor, how about that? There's so many. Probably one of the first ones was Chipper. Lady played Supergirl, right? And then now the one that plays Superwoman. Back to net. Everybody have a good Friday. 7-3s, KY4NB.
A lot of good choices out there today. A lot of men with discerning taste. Let's go to Jim, Murfreesboro, Tennessee, NW4Q.
Going up down here, it would have been one of the Nashville Stars, to something like Patsy Cline, somebody like that. Good morning to you.
See, we got you down for Patsy Cline. Have a good one, Jim. Roger, KO4, QMM.
Good morning, Jeff and the Brew Crew. Mine's kind of a 2-4. Elizabeth Montgomery on which was one of my first, and her Serena. So I had to get a 2-for in there. Everybody have a good day. KO4QMM Cleveland.
Dick said you kept it in the family. Yeah, you know, when she twitched that little nose of hers, that's just something else, you know. Have a good one. Ben, in the mobile, it says Ben/mobile. Didn't say mobile. He came in by the text line. WDACZP. Good morning.
Good morning, Blue Crew and Jeff and everyone. Yeah, Vicky hasn't changed that. I was mobile a while back. I'm still full-time RV and that's mobile in there, but I'm pretty well established here in Florida, in Winter Haven. Anyway, back to the topic. Holy smokes. Just about everybody has been named, you know, and they're all my favorites. I'm going to go with one that was a big crush of mine in the 60s and hasn't been mentioned, and that's Suzanne Pleshette. Suzanne Pleshette. And she played on TV. The last time I saw her, I think, was with Bob Newhart on the Newhart Show. Anywho, that's all I got. Been conspicuous by my absence. I've been on the road. I was mobile, but I didn't check in. Sketchy internet and so on and so forth. But glad to be back. And 73's. This is Whiskey Delta 8, Charlie Zulu Papa, WDHCZB in Winter Haven, Florida.
All righty, Ben. Yeah, you sound great. Coming in loud and clear. Yeah, Heidi. She's a supermodel. In her younger years, she was something else. Have a good morning. Anna in Beaver, Pennsylvania. 83AJN. Anna, good morning. We'd love to hear who was your celebrity crush growing up. Good morning.
Well, I haven't grown up, so mine is Dick. Everyone have a great day. 83AJN.
All right. Well, that sounds good, Anna. Dick's away from the microphone there, or from his desk there, but when he comes back, He's probably listening, but we'll make sure he knows. Anna, have a good morning. Let's go to Philip. Looks like a new station in Conroe, Texas. KE7MR, welcome and good morning.
United Man, Alpha Echo 7, Mike Romeo.
One more time for a new station, possibly KE7MR. Are you still with us?
So, copy Alpha Echo 7, Mike Romeo. There's no kilo in the mix.
Oh, okay, Terry. Yeah, I heard you in there before, but neither Vic or I heard you say correct your call again. Terry, good morning, AE7MR. Who's your celebrity crush, my friend? Over to you, Terry.
Echo 7, Mike Romeo. Well, where do I start? First, right along back there, the Jane Fonda, Barbarella. I was 9 or 10 years. Prophet Major, Kate Jackson, Barbara Eden, and half the girls in my high school. I was raising hormones back then. Alpha Echo 7, Mike Romeo.
My station had the ID there real quick. Terry, we got you. You have a good morning, sir. Good talking to you. Dennis, heading to New York, N2, JPD. Over to you.
Good morning, everybody on the Brew Crew. I'm going to have to go with Lee Merriweather as the original captain. Back to you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Good choice. Let's go to Astor, New York, KC2JPQ.
Good morning, Mr. Fun Button. How you doing, Jeff? Vicky and everybody on the brew. Valerie Bertinelli. She originally was in that Love American Style. Then she went to that sitcom One Day at a Time. Anyhow, it's TGIF, and everybody go do something fun today. Have a nice weekend. I'll send it back to the net. Enjoy the warm weather out there, Jeff. Good talking to you. KC2JPQ.
Alrighty, Frank. Well, today is National Paperclip Day. Have yourself an exciting time with your paper clips. Have a good one. Mike in DeBerry, Florida, K2CMT. What's going on, Mike?
Morning, Dick. Good morning, Vicky and the rest of the crew. Well, let me see. Start with Roger needs two. It's going to take two women to keep up with Roger. He's just too quick. But on my side of it, I like strong-willed women, so I'm going to have to go with Candace Bergen. Murphy?
All righty. Candace Bergen. Sounds good. Sal in Cheektowaga, last on the list, and we'll be ready for another round of check-ins. He's in the Zoom room this morning. Sal, W2SAL.
Good morning, Mr. Fun Button. I know Frank just took that away from me, but the number you've reached is temporarily out of order. At this time, you can put me down for Olivia Newton-John. I just discussed this question with my wife. I said, growing up, I never really had a crush on anyone. Other than that, I just had to pick someone. Couldn't let it fly without an answer. Don't forget to check in tonight to the youth at 8 p.m.
am right here. With that, I'll send it back to you, Jeff, W2SAL, and take care of Brew Crew. Talk to you later.
Alrighty, Sal, sounds good. And everyone, like he says, check in to the Usenet tonight. It is 20 minutes to the top of the hour. At the top of the hour will be the second cup, because it's Friday with Dick and Vicky. So stay connected and say good morning to them. For another nice long list of round of check-ins, bring them on. Twice and slowly, let's get you on the log.
Kilo Delta 2, Charlie uniform, KB2, HCU, Eric, and Yaphank, New York. KQ4, YYN, KQ4, YYN Mobile.
Whiskey 8, Bravo, Papa, Delta.
KF8, DIC, KF8, Detroit, Rock City, in and out.
AB1EX.
Oscar 4, Mike, Kilo, Oscar 4, Mike, Kilo, in and out.
W2 KJV, W2 KJV.
KB2QBQ, KB2QBQ, in and out.
Kilo Papa Mike, Kilo Bravo 1, Kilo Papa Mike, in and out.
Okay, I've got the reflector. Let's take care of the IOs first thing. Art, 1KPM, Mary, KB2, QBQ, Jeff, KO4, MMK, and Jack, boy, I really wanted to hear your celebrity crush, KF8, Detroit Rock City, but you're an IO. You have a good weekend to the four of you. Let's move up the list. W2KJV, KD2IWN, AB1EX, W2PUT, W8BPD, KQ4YYN. Joe, you're mobile. You're going to be first. Be ready. KB2EHG, Eric, KB2HCU, and yep, Sal, we got you. It's not checked, but I took care of you on the last round. Let's go to our mobile station. Joe, Franklin, Georgia, KQ4YYN, good morning.
Good morning, sir. I'm around Montgomery, Alabama right now, but I say Ken Bassinger, Farrah Fawcett, Elizabeth Montgomery, Barbara Eaton, Suzanne Summers, any of those you can name, ladies, and who didn't have some of the posters on their wall over there? This is KQ4 YYN. Let's go with Ken Bassinger. KQ4 YYN back to net. Thank you, sir.
Boy, who needs a girl friend when you had all those crushes, Joe? Motor safely. Eric, how you doing? KD2HCU.
Just Kilo Delta 2, Hotel Charlie uniform. Yeah, I'd have to say my favorite was Donna Douglas, who played Ellie Mae Clampett.
Oh, yeah, Ellie Mae. Yeah, that's right. Yep. Have a good one. Eric in Brooklyn, WB2EHG. Good morning.
Good morning, this is WB2EHG, Eric in Coney Island, Brooklyn, the world's playground. First celebrity crush was Nichelle Nichols of Star Trek, Lieutenant Uhura, communications officer, watching the original series, wanting to... I joined the Coast Guard to be the navigator on the ship. So I would be up on the bridge, and that's what I got. And, yep, and Nichelle Nichols, oh, was she the queen and glorious until the day we lost her. She was still gorgeous. Thank you very much. Back to the net.
All right, sounds good. Hey, Eric, have a good weekend and stick around for the second cup if you can. And that is coming 14. Stay connected. It's Friday. Brian in Warren, Michigan, W8BPD, over to you.
Good morning, Jeff, Vicky, and the rest of the Brew crew. My longest lasting crush, because as a teenager, of course, I had a crush for just about every good-looking girl. Sandra Bullock. Everybody enjoy your day. Control, W8BPD.
Yeah, wasn't she tall? I'm 6'4". I always like to look a woman in the eyes, you know, instead of kneeling over and hunching over, you know. I'm taller than everybody. I like taller women. Have a good one, Brian. Dan, how you doing? W2. UP.
Good morning. We're doing great here up in the wilds of northern Michigan. Enjoying our time up here. Well, to answer the question, I can't say that I really truly had a particular celebrity crush. Well, there was various women that I thought were attractive or interesting. Nothing that I would actually qualify as a crush. So, back to you. W2PUT up in beautiful Akiak, Michigan.
Well, Dick said put you down DX100, and Vicky put Motorola in the comment line on the log. Have a good one, Dan. Jack, wait a minute. Oh, my log is messing up here. I need to move it over. You were in IO, so I didn't see it there. Detroit Rock City, yeah, you were in Madison, Alabama. AB1EX, over to you.
Good morning to the net. A lot of names popped into my head all at once, but for whatever reason, Linda Ronstadt floated to the top. Back to net, AB1EX.
Talented woman as well, for sure. She had it going on. Have a good one, George. Tim, 82IWN.
Well, good morning, everybody in the Brew crew. Those who are working hard behind the scenes in the Zoom room this morning. From wonderful Wanda, New York. Beautiful, beautiful. String of days we got going on here. Well, let's see. In the 60s, definitely Barbara Eden and Elizabeth Montgomery. And in the 70s, for me, definitely Lynn Carter, Wonder Woman, I mean, come on, and Lonnie Anderson, also. She's top notch. All right, 73, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your week. 82IWN.
Oh, good choices. You have a good weekend too, Tim. Hey, you can stick around for the second cup coming up in 11 minutes. But Tony in Homicide, W2KJV.
Good morning, Jeff, and everyone on the Morning Brew. Many come to mind, but I'm going to say Patricia Heaton from Everybody Loves Raymond. Back to you, Jeff. JB.
Wow, cool. I think that's a first. Yeah, for her. Have a good one. Joe, how you doing? K2AP.
Good morning, Jeff, and good morning, everybody in the Brew crew. I would have to say Marilyn Monroe. So, I would either say her or Lamar, but you go Hedy Lamar. But I would say definitely Marilyn Monroe. Diamonds are a girl's best friend, and happy birthday, Mr. President. And by the way, Jeff, restoring a very tube amplifier today. So have a great day, everyone. It is 65 degrees in East Islip, K2AP, back to net.
You cut out. You said restoring a tube amp. I think you said audio amplifier. Yeah, you know I'm an audio. Nothing like that tube sound we're playing tonight. We still use a few high-powered amplifiers in the band that use tubes. Nothing like them. Have a good one. Carlos, we're off the list. N1 CBM, good morning.
Morning, Jeff, Vicky, everybody else. It's Friday, and it's looking promising here today in Lauderdale area. 79 and blue patches and white patches. A few clouds here and there, but the sun's peeking through. For me, it's got to be Brooke Shields, and I'm going to send it back to you. Have a wonderful weekend, everybody.
Yeah, something about those heavy eyebrows. And women prefer to pull them all out, you know. And we're like, what are you doing? You know, well, why are you doing that? You know, there's never a guy that said, I just really love those nails. You know, oh, they're great. Leo, we just had you come in via the text line. Let's add to that. We've got time. We've got 8-9 more minutes, so we got time for another round of check-ins. Twice and slowly bring them on.
Victor Echo 2,
Kilo 9 Tango Bravo Delta,
FIO,
Tom Baker,
Windsor,
David.
Ontario.
Mobile.
Kilo Delta 2, Papa Whiskey Delta, KD2, PWD, mobile.
Kilo Alpha 5, Papa Uniform Delta. Kilo Alpha 5, Papa Uniform Delta.
KE2FLO, KE2FLO, mobile on my way to work, in and out. Everyone have a great day.
Kilo Oscar 4, Bravo Mike. Kilo Oscar 4, Bravo Mike, in and out. Good morning.
VE3, FIO, Victor Echo 3, Foxtrot Indy Oscar, Tom.
Hotel, K5, MPH, in and out, in and out.
Whiskey 1, Sierra Sierra. Whiskey 1, Sierra Sierra. In and out.
Okay, I've got missed a few there. I'm going to take care of these IOs first thing. W1SS Michael. Another Michael. K5 MPH. KO4FBM Jose. Mike, KE2FLO. You four were IOs on this list. Have a great weekend. Joe, KQ4YYN. Your mobile. Tom, VE3FIO. Paul, KA5PUD. Got a station with a KD2PWD, something like that. I think we got that right. Yes, KD2PWD. And K4ITA Leo. If I did not call your call sign or your... We missed a few there. Bring them twice and slowly. Just those that were missed.
Kilo 9 Tango Bravo. Mobile.
Kilo India 5, Golf Zulu Oscar, KI5 GZO, Ryan, in and out, please.
Okay, we got it. KI5 GCO, Ryan, you were an IO. Have a good one. And we got Joel, A9TBD. let's go to our mobile station first. Looks like new station with no email. KD2PWD, your new. Good morning. Going once, going twice. KD2PWD. Nothing from James. We'll put him in as an IO. Let's see. I think we will go to Joe in Franklin, Georgia. He's mobile. KQ4YYN, good morning.
Good morning, sir. I was trying to check the cup early, and I might have overjumped that too, but you got me one time already. Anyway, check the cup where I was trying to get into. Take the four while I get back to you.
Okay, we got it, Joe. And just a quick heads up to everybody out there, don't want to check in too early for the second cup. It'll just confuse Vicky and she'll throw you back on while we're doing morning brew. So you might not want to do that. Let's go to Leo in Lauderdale, K4ITA, good morning.
Good morning, sir. I believe it's speed run, so I just say Farrah Fawcett. Beautiful, beautiful girl. Everybody, great day, great weekend, K4ITA.
All right, yeah, the famous, infamous poster of her. Yep, and it's speed round, Montgomery, Texas, KA5PUD.
Good morning to the crew. I'd say Natalie Woods that used to play Maria on West Side Story. Back to net, KA5PUD.
Yeah, I remember Natalie Wood. She had beautiful eyes. Have a good morning. Tom, VE3FIO.
Morning, everyone on the Brew Crew. I'm going to go with Aaron Gray, even though I have several in my mind. Back to you, VE3FIO.
Sounds good, Tom. Stick around for the second cup here in about 2 minutes. Joel, K9TBD.
Good morning, Brew Crew. And yes, I watched all of the Road to This, That, and the Other Thing, Bing Crosby, Bob Hope, and it's Dorothy Lamour for me.
Dorothy, or it is. Let's go to Ryan, KI5GZO. Oh, my bad. My bad. Yeah, I just saw that too as you said that, Vicky. You were in it earlier, Ryan. I got you. Have a good morning. And to wrap up the net and put a bow on it is you, Gary. KQ4STK.
Good morning, everyone. I've never had a crush on anyone, but the one thing that I remember was Mission Impossible, and Peter Graves always full head of hair, was gray or white, and it looked so stunning. And I hope that I would grow up and not be bald, and I am happy to say my wish has been granted. 73 to everyone, KQ4. Back to net.
I hear that. God bless you. Yeah, I'm still here in my 60s too as well. Gary, have a weekend and stick around because we're just going to flip right over right now to the second cup. Keep those repeaters and nodes connected. It's Friday, so say good morning if you would to Dick and Vicky. It's a slower paced deal, and just tell them what's on your mind. If you don't have anything on your mind, say good morning. That's coming up right now. We'll put a 20-second delay right after I'm done yapping here for those stations that need to connect and disconnect. Everybody have a great week on behalf of Dick and Vicky and everyone else in the Zoom room. This is Jeff, KE0GKF73. We'll send it over to Dick here in about 20 seconds. Have a great weekend.
Wow, good morning guys and gals. This is Dick, WB2JPQ, along with Vicky, K8VKYSG. Takes a quick little break from all that logging and all the answers. And great question this morning. Great response from everyone. And we had over, I think it was over 150 check-ins, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was 150 something. So that's pretty decent for a question like that everybody was attentive and had their answer ready to go, and that's much appreciated. This is the second cup, a lot more relaxed atmosphere. We try to come in here and find out what's on your mind. You can ask a question or just talk to us slower pace. We already got Joe from Franklin, Georgia, KQ4YYN. Bob from Ecorse, Michigan, already on the log, KQ8U. Good morning to Joe and Bob. Let's see if we have any mobiles at the top of the third hour here. This is Dick, WB2JPQ. Mobile stations only. This is N3MPE, November 3, Mike Bob. That's a mobile downtown, all he does. Victor Alpha 3, Golf Delta Echo Mobile, Jerry in Kingsville, Ontario.
Juliet 5, India Mike Whiskey, AJ 5, IMW in the mobile.
Morning, to Vern, Waterdown, Ontario again. Robert, KJ5IMW. Got Gary, Kingsville, Ohio. BA3GDE. Sam's joining us, N3MPE. And I said, how about radio check-ins? Anybody, anywhere? We'll keep these mobiles in queue here for a minute. We'll get a list, and I'll send it over to Vicky. She's been typing all morning. Let her get in here and run the list. So, anybody, anywhere, twice and slowly. VE3 TCS Mobile. VE3 TCS Mobile. WEUT Whiskey 2 Golf Uniform Tango. Okay.
Romeo 4, Mike Whiskey Whiskey. Kilo Romeo 4, Mike Whiskey Whiskey. In and out this morning. 5GI and 5GI.
Good morning, this is Vicky, K8VKY, and welcome to the second cup. Alright, we've got KQ4YYN on the text line, KQ8U, N3MPE Mobile, VA3GDE, KJ5IMW, VA3TCS, W2GUT, KR4MWW, in and out, 5GI, WB8ODF, and KQ4STK. Let's start with some mobiles, N3MPE.
Good morning, Vicki. Good morning, everybody on the East Coast, Reflector on the second cup. Vicki, what is the question on the second cup here?
No question on the second cup, whatever you feel like saying. Some people answer the original question for the morning brew, but whatever you'd like.
No, I already did that. I just wanted to move on to, I guess technology, digital technology, being an old guy and dual citizen and all that stuff. Obviously, analog was the thing for years and years and years, and now we're in the digital, and it was hard for me to accept all that. But you know, I gotta go with the flow. So anyway, I'm into that. So I just wanted to hear mentions about DMR and fusion and FTA and all the protocols that I'm learning about to utilize. Anyway, that's my thoughts this morning as I listen to these QSOs. This is in 3MPE Pflugerville. Thank you.
Thank you, Sam, and I'm sure you're not the only one that thinks that way. But for the most part, I tend to get the analog, so. Sorry, Gary, VA3GDE. I think I got that call sign right.
Good morning, Vicki, everybody on that. That is correct. It's Delta Echo, Jerry from Kingsville, Ontario. Not much to report, just on the big city to run some errands, pick up a few things, look at some good. And my teacher, Tim, who I heard check in, he's a couple behind me on the list. Other than that, I will say 7-3, send it back to net control.
Thank you, Jerry. Have a good weekend. Robert, KJ5MW.
Boosters, no traffic, just checking in. This is KJ5 RMW.
Thanks for stopping by and drive safe. Vern, VA3CRF.
Good morning there, Vicki and Dick and everybody on the second cup. Yeah, I honestly am amazed at some of the things you're able to pick up there. I was in Dick's train wreck this morning. I don't think he even caught me the first time, so I was glad to check in the second time. And it looks like it's going to be a beautiful up here. Started at 50, but it's going to warm up. And it looks like it's going to be a nice sunny. And yeah, just admire the work you guys do. Reflector, it's a great and enjoyable part of my morning. Hope everyone has a nice day and a good weekend. VA3CRF, take care.
Thank you, Vern. And your call sign pops up. Not everybody's does, but your call sign pops up on the monitor, so it's a little easy to pick up. And I believe you're going to the meet and greet in Western New York, June 20th. It's still not too late. I don't remember the RSVP, but we'll get it for you in a minute, and we'll come back to it. Right, on to Tim, VE3TCS. Tim, VE3TCS.
Yeah, VE3TCS here. Can you hear me, Vicki?
Yeah, can hear you just fine.
wanted to say hello to everybody on frequency and yourself and my friend GDE. Jerry, just want to let him know his antenna. Anyhow, every weekend, weather's beautiful up here. Take care. Back to net. Thank you.
Thank you, and have a good weekend. Also tonight at 8 o'clock, everybody's welcome to check in at W2GUT.
W2GUT Mobile, stationary for now. Good morning, Vicki, everybody else on net. Just caught my friend Richard and just getting on here this morning. So just sitting here waiting to do my part-time job. I do deliveries for edible arrangements, so no unhappy customers for me. So other than that, let's see, the question when I first turned the radio on was about the Crush. Yeah, way back in the day, I had one of my schoolmates, and still have contact with her today. We keep in touch, and other than that, nice start to the day here too in Cheektowaga, Buffalo. 61 degrees, going up to about 70 or so. So bright sun, no clouds. We're happy. No shoveling required. Okay, everybody have a good day. We'll catch you guys again later. W2GUT Mobile, back to net.
All right, thank you very much. And have the RSVP for the meet and greet for June 20th. It is rmb@w2rbc.com, and I'll give it again in a little bit, and that is June 20th. $15. Come on in. That includes food, drinks, snacks. We're going to have a mesh-tastic presentation, and then also somebody's going to be there talking about weather. And of course, we got some awesome door prizes this year. And let's go back up to the top to KQ4 YYN.
Hey, good morning, Miss Vicky. I'm sorry about messing you on the phone. Jumped the gun on that, I think. I want to mention Daisy Duke. His question, Daisy Duke. Now that we, how exactly are you starting to somebody called me into it, I had that happen. Back on UKA, it came like it before.
I think what you said is, how did I get interested in amateur radio? You have what sounds to me like you're in a Jeep on Bluetooth, because that's how I sound. Not right now, but when I'm in my Jeep. Basically, at the time, my cell phone, my internet, and my home alarm were all on the same cell tower. And I just wanted to call out in case that went down. So I got a CB, and after about 2 minutes of listening to that, I said, there's got to be something better. And so I came here. Before that, I'd never even heard of ham radio. Accidentally clicked on a link on ECR, and then so I've been here ever since. It's good talking to you, and thanks for stopping by. Next up, I think I might have thrown him in here on habit. I'm not sure if he actually did check in. KQ8U.
Morning. Thank everybody on that. I did check in about 2 minutes till.
It's car show day. With the weather, they might have a 300 or 400 car day. I haven't got my car ready to go. I'll just have a regular car up there. I get some chores done around here and working on this Hamcock again. I guess there's a guy who sells raspberry pies. All you got to do is just plug it in. Everybody have a great day.
This is Vicky, K8VKY, and of course, no question this morning. Next up is Rick, N5GI.
Hey, good morning, Vicky, and everybody else on the second cut. It's my, I think, first or second time on the second cut. Usually I'm on the radio talking to you guys every morning on Morning Brew because I'm out walking my little Shih Tzu. And today she slept in, so we're running an hour. But we're out for our week anyway. And I do enjoy everything you do. It is... I use it. Well, I walk the dog every day. Back to you, Vicky. K-E-A-V-K-Y, N5GI.
Thank you, Rick. Next up is Dave, WB8ODF, who, by the way, will be on the next Tuesday. So next Tuesday means it has been 13 years. Wow. That's looking ahead a little bit, 13 years. So all the previous next and people that have been on that net are welcome to join. So if you see any of them, make sure you nudge them to come back. Stop by for a few. So Dave, WB8 ODS.
Good morning, Vicky and Dick and everyone else. Yes, I will be here. I think that I am going to bring Twinkies. Haven't had them in a while. They're cream-filled. You just can't go wrong with Twinkies. So I'm going to do that. And I wanted to say I gave it a little bit of thought from the question of the day this morning. I would go with Molly Ringwald. She was just a redheaded, skinned, she was very wholesome, and I like 16 Candles, watched it a number of times, and that would be my question. That would be my answer to the question of the Morning Brew. And thank you and Dick for doing this one on every Friday. WB8ODF.
Thank you, Dave, and see you Tuesday. I'm pretty sure if you have Twinkies, even if they're 30 years old, that they're still Gary, Kiki for SPK.
Good morning, everyone. I just want to wish everyone a wonderful weekend. I am new to ECR, and I want to thank everyone at ECR for the wonderful work they're doing. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate everything. 7310-1, KQ4, STK, back to net.
Thank you, Gary. Nice to hear you in here. I came on to do my friend Anna, KD3AJN. Good morning, sweetie. Thanks for the compliment. She's not there. KD3AJN. Anna, are you there?
Morning, Dick, and everyone else on the net this morning. I had to swap out batteries on my radio, and I kind of figured you would call me as soon as I had to do that. Not too much going on here. We went to my granddaughter's graduation last night and had a good time. I'm very proud of her. And Other than that, we're going to have a quiet weekend. Everyone have a great weekend. KD3AJN.
Thank you, Anna, and have a good weekend. I just want to throw out there, we have a QSO Quest program. Not a contest where you gotta get signal reports and everything else. There's a good number of people who you have a contact with, have a 2-minute conversation, and it counts as a point, and that goes towards certificates and things. What I wanted to throw out there was, if you'd like to join the program, and this goes with anybody, because I know you can't see the sheet, it would work something out if that would be something you'd be interested in. I think that we need to contact the person you talk to, and a rough idea of what time, and that's all. I think we've actually got people already over 100 contacts. So if you're interested, just holler out, and that goes for anybody, and of course that's open for anybody. Anybody can register at ecr.radio/quest next to Kenneth, WW0N, and by the way, this is KKY.
Oh, good morning, Vicki and the rest of the crew. It's a beautiful day here in Germantown, Maryland. What I'm looking forward to this weekend is taking the family up to Germantown, taking a train ride around up to Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. Just enjoy the time together with the family and the beautiful weather. That's about it for here. Just get through the last work day of the week. 73 to everybody on the call, and back to you, Vicki. Thank you. Whiskey 0 November.
Thank you, Ken. And as this is your first time on the second cup, come back any Friday, and obviously you can see it's just kind of laid back and whatever's on your mind. Next up is Dan, N2ZWR.
Everybody on this. I'd to say good morning to everybody and to thank the ECR, everyone who's in front of the mic and behind the mic. Appreciated what you do to a lot of people. I don't think you know how much it's appreciated by some people. In front of the mic and behind the mic. Back to you, Vicki, N2ZWR.
Thank you, Dan. And if anybody's in the magazine, there's a chart of the whole team and what people do. Obviously, it doesn't give every detail, but it's a pretty good representation. There's a ton of people. And you can see that in the magazine at eastcoastreflector.com/magazine. And you can subscribe. Everything's free at ecr.radio/subscribe. All right. Thank you, Dan. And on to Duck, KK4DUK.
Good morning. This is KK4DUK, Duck out of Lake City, Florida. Miss Vicki, thank you so much for the QSO reminder that it totally slipped my mind. So having said that, I am going to try my best to get registered for that today. A little nervous about it, but hey, I'll do whatever that I need to do, nervousness or not. Another item, I'd also been meaning to make a donation to the East Coast Reflector, and just moments ago I did make a small monetary donation, and I do plan on periodically donating again. Coast Reflector is the greatest organized operators there are out there, and I really appreciate the service, as I'm sure other fellow amateur operators do as well. Great, awesome service. Having said all those things, that's all that's on my mind right now. This is KK4DUK. This is 73s to everyone. Thanks for all that the East Coast Reflector team does as well.
Thank you. Really appreciate it. Yeah. Everything counts because, of course, everything is free. Everybody works for free, and it's all about team members. And we do have expenses that people don't think about. We do a lot of stuff. We work together in the Zoom room. Zoom room is a cost, and then there's running the website and everything that goes with that, and which you wouldn't even think about. And for the Quest program, that's exactly what the program is designed for, because sometimes it's just hard to get on the air. And when you're part of that program, you know very well that when you get on, you've at least got, I think we got 10 people that can give out points, and they're there ready to talk to you, at least a few of them at a time. So I know I usually give it a few times a day, and you're welcome to come back and 2 minutes and a 2-second log, and you're on your first point and a couple points away from a certificate. All right, have a good day. Next up, sitting in the Zoom room here, Scott, N7 FGP.
Well, good morning again, everyone. And hey, Vicki, thank you for letting me sit in for you today. It was a lot of fun. I always enjoy it. And boy, you had a workout. It was interesting to see Barbara E. was the #1 pick. Yeah, I think she was my pick. So, anyhow, Duck, it would be great to talk to you on the Quest program there. I'm usually listening if I don't have my call sign thrown out there. So if you just give me a call, more than likely I'll be able to get back and talk to you. And let's see. Oh, you were talking about Open Ham Clock online. They do have a web version, and it's called openhamclock.com. And there's other ones out there too. I saw another one just the other day, but I can't remember the URL to it. But there are some of those out there still now, and you can even make the original work again. Somebody took over the server, and it's a real easy change in the. You just need to point to their new server. Basically, there was a backdoor that he had programmed in there, and so you can still use the original ham clock. So anyhow, it looks like I have internet connection issues today. I'm not sure what's going on there. So I'm going to throw it back to you and let you get some more check-ins out there. So thanks for being out there and doing the net today. Back to you.
Yeah, I don't think that, I think it's partially you. I'm not sure where you're coming in. I didn't look, but I know right now there's a ton of people in 45192. And 27339. I think it just comes down to we have a ton of people. Right now we have 335 all-star connections, plus the indirect takes us up to 409, plus IRLP is another 33, so we're up over 440. Some of those are no's, but some of those are repeaters with who knows how many, so there's just a ton of people here. That's part of why it's an awesome system. All right, just to throw it again, the meeting June 20th, RSVP at rmb@w2rbc.com. Next up is Joe, K2AP.
Good morning, Vicki, and good morning to everyone on the net. I just logged into the Zoom room a minute ago, and it's a beautiful day today in East Islip. I'm planning originally to work on restoring a tube amplifier today, but maybe kind of day I'd rather be outside, so we'll see how that goes. I enjoyed back to you, back to net control. This is K2AP. I don't know if you copy me, but back to net control.
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry about that. talking to Dick for a second. All right, this is Vicky, K8VKY, on the second cup with Dick WB2JPQ, and Scott N7FGP is also here in the background. Taking more check-ins twice and slowly.
Kilowatt 9 or Tango Bravo Delta, K9 TV.
Zero CKV. Whiskey 6 in the Alpha Mike / Yankee Sierra number 2. Kilo Juliet 5 Golf Uniform Yankee. Kilo Juliet 5 Golf Uniform Yankee. Katie got in Harvey, Louisiana. Look.
Kilo Quebec 4 Golf Tango Papa. Kilo Quebec 4 Golf Tango Papa. TJ driving the boy.
Kilo Quebec 4 Uniform X-Ray Juliet. KQ4 UXJ in and out.
Whiskey Delta 8 Papa India Charlie WD8 PIC.
Kilo Juliet 5 Juliet Yankee Mike. Kilo Juliet 5 Juliet Yankee Mike. In and out. Austin, Texas.
4VIL, KV4VIL, in and out.
Alright, we'll hold up right there. Alright, let's double check some of these. First off, was that KP4BIL, Larry?
K4VIL, personal is Rick. Just in and out. Just listening for now.
Alright, thank you for stopping by. Then we had Dalton KJ5JYM. There was a KE8, and all I heard was Mark. Can you come back, please?
Yeah, Kia Sierra Foxtrot Filter, KE8SFS.
Oh, all right, thank you, Mark. All right, thank you, Mark. Yep, we got you for in and out. We had Bob, WD8PIC. We had KQ4UXJ, who was in and out. We had KQ4GTP Mobile. We also had K4ITA on the text line. And we had KJ5GUY, WW6IAM, N0CKV, and K9TBD. Let's go over to Mobile Troy, KQ4GTP.
Good morning. This is my first time on the East Coast Reflector. I found it earlier this morning and put it in my Echo Link, and basically I'm just going to be in and out and just listen and learn how you guys do things here. But thank you for taking my call. KQ4 the next control.
Thank you. Drive safe and come back again. This is Vicky, K8VKY, and up to Joel, K9TBD.
Good morning, Vicky. My radio quit and my phone quit when I came out of the car and into the house, so we're in the house. I had to restart it and reconnect. But my wife was very delighted to find out how you got into ham radio. And I was too, because I was curious and I was going to ask that question sometime. But you answered it for us a little bit earlier. My only thing that I'm doing today is, why at my age? No, I was a professor, so I'm doing some circuit analysis just to keep the brain going. So that's what I'm up to today. Back to Ned. Thanks, Dick and Vicki and all.
Thank you, and have a good day. Next up is Mark at 0CKV.
Morning, Vicki, Dick. Had another fun button problem. I had a morning brew question of the week, deja vu, yesterday. Tuesday or Wednesday, the question was, are you a do-it-yourselfer or do you hire somebody to do something, or something like that? Well, I energized my sprinkler system, got down to the last zone, and I had a broken head. And I got my shovel out, and I stood there looking at it, and I said, do I want to dig this up, go to the store, put a new one in, adjust it, bury it again? And I said, nope. And I hired to do it. On agenda for today is to help my wife pick out perennials for her garden. And that's about it. Everybody have a great Friday. And 0CKV, back to you, Vicki.
All right, thank you, Mark, and it was good to see you at the M1KE, which is, by the way, the fourth Thursday of every month at 8 o'clock in the Zoom room. Next up, Francisco, WW6 IAM.
Good morning, this is Francisco, Whiskey 6 I am. I'm transmitting from El Salvador. Central America, I'm traveling into this area right here in Central America. Good morning, how you guys doing there? This is Francisco. I live in California, but I'm traveling in El Salvador at this moment. Whiskey 6 in the Alpha Mike, back to you.
Right. Thank you, Francisco. Yeah, and this is your second. That's good to, you're welcome to stop at any time, of course. Guy, KJ5 GUI.
Good morning, Vicki. Good morning, everybody on the net. This is KJ5GUI. Cajun guy down here in New Orleans, Louisiana. Just chilling on this glorious morning. Not too bad out here, but we expected to get a little bit bad weather later on this afternoon, about 70% chance of rain. And I think that might be why. I normally check in on using a repeater that's connected up to the reflector, but having a lot of issues on that thing this morning. A lot of bacon frying and all this other junk going on, so I decided to check in on the Echo Link on the cell phone. It's obviously much clearer, so I might do this again. But for today, I was just chilling, pretty much just relaxing for the day and get ready to gear up for the 3-day work weekend. I got it over in dispatch, and that's about it. Vicki, appreciate everybody calling the net, and like the other constituent was saying earlier, you know, everybody that goes on, that are behind the scenes that make this all possible, and especially to all the repeater owners and the reflectors and everything like that makes it possible, and appreciate it. Send it back to you, Vicki. Everybody have a great Friday. Kilo Juliet 5 Golf Uniform Yankee, ladies of the Porton Roulette.
Thank you, Guy. There's a lot of people that do a lot of things, and we all appreciate it. Leo, K4ITA.
Good morning. Good morning, Vicky. Good morning, Dick. Good morning, everybody. Friday again. Time flies. Oh, wow. San Francisco, be careful over there. Be careful and safe. Okay, and I just want to say, some things change your life. One thing that has changed, a small part of my life, is the ECR, the morning brew, that now I put my alarm on my phone to wake up right on time to do not miss the morning brew. So that's everybody, great day and great weekend. This is K488. Back to you, Vicky.
Yeah, thank you, Leo. Have a good weekend. Hi, this is Vicky VKY Dick WB2JPQ, and the last on this list before we take some more check-ins is Bob WD8PIG.
Good morning. Everybody is sounding good this morning, and I don't have too much planned for today. I got church on Sunday. I've got some shopping to do tomorrow. Being totally blind, and I'm trying to adjust my eating. I was hungry, so I had a huge amount of oatmeal and fruit. Well, it must have been too much sugar or something, because I ended up sleeping most of the day in stages, which I didn't like. And we had company. One of my roommates' girls was over for some math help, and they probably had to put up with my snoring at times, which wasn't. But anyway, I went back to my smaller amount this morning, and so far it's worked out real nice. So, I know it sounds crazy, but I'm totally blind and have no light and dark pattern, so I'm trying to keep the sleeping at reasonable times. Anyway, other than that, not too much going on, just enjoying all the comments and everything this morning, and having fun listening to the brew. And if anybody gets on the 40-meter net tomorrow, please say hi to everybody. I don't have my dipole up yet. Back to net, WD8PIC.
Thank you, Bob, and you can always count the stars. That's math. And you're welcome to come into the Zoom room and hang out with them while they're on the AHF. That's cr.radio/Zoom. Alright, this is Vicky VKY with Dick WB2JPQ. Taking more check-ins twice and slowly, please.
Kilo 4 Hotel Delta K4HD.
Alpha Echo 7 Mike Romeo. Alpha Echo 7 Mike Romeo.
82 IWN. 82 IWN.
Alright, we got KD2, IWN, AE7MR, and K4HD. Alright, let's start with AE7MR. You sound like you're stretching the repeater there. Sherry.
Alpha Echo 7 Mike Romeo.
You're not quite holding the repeater there, but we appreciate you stopping by and hope you come back. Kevin, K4HD.
All right, Kilo 4, Hotel Delta. Checking in. Good morning. Happy Friday to all. And late to the party. I don't know if there was a topic or whatever. Just waving in hand here from Canyon Country, about 56 degrees. Partly cloudy. Going to get the kiddo up for school. So send it back to net control, K4HD.
Thank you, Kevin. Yeah, no question. Second cup is laid back. Whatever's on your mind. And just to address 87MR for a second there, you weren't holding the repeater, you dropped out. I heard you come back in, so maybe you've been talking that whole time, but just to let you know, we did get you. You dropped out. You're really, really scratchy. I think you're just a little too far from the repeater. And thanks for stopping by. Stop back anytime, of course. Tim, KD2, IWN.
Good morning, Vicki, Dick out there, and everybody on the brew crew this morning. Welcome to day. At work, I'm taking a break here. I was going to change out the solder in my solder pot in the lab. So I'll take a break here and talk to you all for a little bit. This weekend, well, unfortunately, tomorrow, we'll be at a wake in the afternoon for my mother-in-law who just passed last week. So it'll be the afternoon and stuff. Sunday is church, and my pastor's retiring, so we have a retirement party for him in the afternoon on Sunday. And I try to sneak in my whole entire lawn all at once, but I haven't been able to bring up and doing it in sections. So maybe it'll be dry enough to do that on Sunday afternoon. We'll see. I was thinking about tonight, but we'll see. As far as the meet and greet in June, I had all good intentions of being there without any issues. I need to have shoulder surgery, and I had it set up for June 30th, but my insurance wouldn't let me have it at the facility. My doctor wanted to do it, so I had to do it at the facility they say he can do it at. And so he only is there once a month, and that is June 18th. So I got to get my surgery on June 18th. However, I really, really do plan on trying to make it. So KBTYAA said he would pick me up and take me there. So that's why I haven't RSVP'd yet, because I do not know how I'm going to be feeling. Because based on too much pain or what, I might not want to move off the recliner. So I really have high hopes of being able to make it on June 20th. I'll be in a sling, but that's all right. All I got to do is kind of wander around and eat a little bit and hang out and get a 50-50, or not a 50, but hopefully I win a door prize. I've been pretty lucky to win a door prizes there lately, so I really have my eyes set on winning a door prize if I do make it. So I do plan on doing that. Thanks for everything you guys do. It's a wonderful thing. You guys just keep it rolling and rolling. Hopefully it stays that way far into the future. Thanks again. And hopefully we see you there on June 20th, but we'll know better the closer we get there. Everybody enjoy your day 73. This is KD2IWN, and stay for a great weekend.
Thank you, Tim. Our condolences for your family and your mother-in-law. As far as the I've had shoulder surgery. I hope you feel well, but we won't. But also for you and for anybody, you're welcome to RSVP and just put in the email that you're a maybe. You don't have to say that you're definitely coming, Connor. You can just say that you're trying to, or it basically just gives us an idea, so we have a good idea of how much to have. And of course, walk-ins are welcome. We just prefer the RSVP, and that RSVP is RMB at W2RBC. And whenever the last check-in is, I'll rattle off the rest of these emails and website links. I'll rattle them off if you got a pen and paper. All right, it was good talking to you. I'm done rambling. On to Jose, KE2HAO.
Good morning, Vicky, and thank you for the second brew. Morning to everybody else that's listening. Safe travels. If you made it to work, hope you have a great day. Happy Friday, everyone. And the only thing that's on my mind is hoping that we have a great summer. It's looking like a good start so far. So hopefully everyone has a great and safe summer, full of barbecues and beaches, and maybe some travel and vacation time here and there. That's about it. 73s, everyone. Have a great weekend. From KE2. Yeah.
Thank you very much, and you have a good weekend, too. And don't forget about the Youth Net tonight at 8 o'clock. And this is Vicky, K8VKY, taking more check-ins. Anyone, anywhere.
K2CM. K2CMT.
KC3 VLN, Kilo Charlie 3, Victor, Lima November. Joe, mobile. KF8 ESN, in and out. KF8 ESN, in and out. Kilo Charlie 3, Victor, Lima November, mobile. Alpha Bravo 4, Kilo. AB4KK, mobile.
Bravo 5 India Tango, 5 ITT, in and out. Good Friday morning.
W4 PFI, Whiskey.
For Victor 3 Kilo, NV3K.
Alright, we got NV3K, W4PFI. We had WB5ITT, in and out. We had AB4KK, who was mobile. We'll be back to you in a few. KF8 ESN, in and out. KC3VLN, also mobile. And K2CMT. Let's go to Joe, KC3VLN.
Net control. Yeah, this weekend all I'm basically going to be doing is fixing my lawnmower and going to physical therapy. I figured I'd just stop in and say hello.
Well, we're glad you did, and welcome to the net, and we hope you stop back anytime. Chris, AB4KK.
W4VI.
We're looking for Chris, AB4KK.
Good morning, everybody on the Morning Brew. Well, we're at the dog park, letting the dogs run and play, and we're going to do some programming a little bit later on the notes. So that's probably the AB4KK mobile will back to net.
Alright, K9 Mobile, that's the first one. Have a good weekend. Alright, next up is Mike K2CMT, who will most likely be on the ECR net tomorrow morning at 9 a.m., 7.245. K2CMT.
Well, good morning, Vicki and Dick. And you're absolutely right. If they're having it, I'll try to be there. I see if I can get Al to hear me. We talk on 20 meters a lot, but 40 has always been a problem. This weekend, I've got antennas to take down. I've been playing with antennas for HF for the last months, and I found a sweet spot, and I'm going to be taking some wires down and putting them in storage, getting ready for hurricane season. I don't want too much stuff strung around, but I need to pay particular attention to the ones that do work. Everyone have a great weekend coming up. HF bands are sweet today, so jump on in and get your feet wet, folks. This is K2CMT.
Thank you. And again, in a few minutes, I'll rattle off all the emails and websites and net times that we've been talking about. Up next is Patrick, W4 PFI.
Morning, Vicki.
Patrick, W4 PFI, you dropped out there. Can you try again? We'll come back to him in just a second. Adam, NV3K.
Morning, Vicki, and everyone on the net today. This is Adam, NV3K. Actually took PTO today, drinking a Red Bull currently, and I'm actually getting ready for the beach, so I will be taking the laptop down and listening to CR on the laptop via the web browser. So I'm looking forward to that. Hope everyone has a good day, and like I said, first time checking into the net here. Thanks for having me, Vicki. Back to you.
We're glad to have you, and enjoy your day on the beach. Let's try Patrick again, W4 PFI.
All right, let's see if I make it in this time. My TGIS DMR hotspot maybe making me challenges. This is W4 PFI here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Fairly new to net, just wanted to check in and say hi and make sure everything's working, so I might have a little bit of problems, so hopefully figure that out. Back to net.
No problem. If you're looking for more connections, go to ecr.radio/connect, and there's all the talk groups, connections, and other ways. All right. Actually, that's the end. So I'm going to list these off here. We had, for the meet and greet June 20th, to RSVP, even if you're a maybe, send a RSVP to rmb@w2rbc.com. If you'd like to come into the room, which is open 24/7, ecr.radio/Zoom. And by the way, that's for anything ham radio. And we've got a lot of extra rooms in there, so even if you want to use it for club meetings or something, you're welcome to. The Quest program we were talking about for earning certificates, ecr.radio/Quest. For free magazine subscription, ecr.radio/subscribe. And I didn't mention this one, but I'll throw it in there. If you're interested in being a guest net controller, ecr.radio/join open mic. The HF nets, Saturday mornings, 9 o'clock, 7.245. Thursday at 10, 14.317. And lastly, that list of connections again is ecr.radio/connect. This is Vicki VKY with Dick, WB2JPQ, and for a moment in there we had Scott N7FGP, returning the reflector back to normal amateur use.
KA1, A and W, listening.
A&W, Alpha Echo 7 Mike Romeo.
Alpha Echo 7 Mike Romeo, KA1 A&W. The name here is, and we're located in Pennsylvania. Back to you. This is KA1 A&W.
7 Mike Romeo. I am located in Junction City, Oregon, just north of Eugene, just south of Corvallis. If we go to Corvallis, we wear a duck hat. If we go to Eugene, we wear a beaver hat. And good to hear you. And it's kind of cool to talk all the way across the nation on my HT.
Yeah, fine business there. Are you mobile? Seems like it's got a little noise in the background there. And excuse me. And how's the weather there? The weather here today in Langhorne, 71 degrees, sunny, and the sky's clear. Back to you, and please give your call again.
7 Mike Romeo returning. Yeah, the weather here has been sunny the last couple of days, but as you know, Oregon, we get a lot of liquid sunshine here, but yeah, weather here has been good. And like I say, I'm not mobile. I'm in a senior living center. And, well, I guess you could call me mobile, but I'm sitting in my wheelchair. my good wheelchair took and died that the other day. With that, back to you from Alpha Echo 7, Mike Romeo.
Alpha Echo 7 Mike Romeo, A1 A&W. Yeah, fine business there. I didn't get the name. I don't think I gave you my name either. The name here is Sid, Sugar Item Delta. And the, like I say, the QTH I gave to you already. I'm in a 55-plus community. And we've been here for about 10 years. Originally from Massachusetts. And that's why I have the one call. And yeah, I'm new to All-Star. I'm having some fun on it, and this is a good. This is a good node for sure. Anyways. I'm going to have to back out of here. I got to have breakfast. It's 10:04 here. So, listen, good health, and enjoy the radio. It's a lot of fun, that's for sure. Back to you for your final. Alpha Echo 7, Mike Romeo, KA1, A&W.
Alpha Echo 7 Mike Romeo. The handle here is Tango, Echo, Romeo, Yankee, Aries. And I'm 72 years old. I have Parkinson's down the left side, and I also found out that I am downwind syndrome, which means I was downwind of the nucleus last as a child with so you have a great day. I will go ahead and clear with just my call time because I just have a brain for Alpha Echo 7 Mike Romeo, clear the frequency. And sure did enjoy the two net groups this morning. Alpha Echo 7 Mike Romeo.
Kilo Charlie Foxtrot Whiskey, BK5, CFW, listening?
GSW Alpha Mike Romeo, good morning, sir.
Yes, good morning there. It's actually evening here. Port Perry, about 220 kilometres north of Adelaide, or 136 miles north of Adelaide in South Australia, over.
Mike Romeo returning. My first HF contact was in Melbourne, Australia. So it's kind of cool that I can do it from my HP. I am in Junction City, Oregon, central Willamette Valley, and just got a visit from my aide. He brought my laundry back. But anyway, I'm going to get back here because I want to talk to him.
And I was very scratchy. Could only just make out what you were saying. But no worries, I'll say 73 for now. This is VK5 CFW.